Hello, welcome to the DNA Basics Series Part 2, Charting Your DNA. This second segment focuses on how to cluster your DNA matches, which basically just means how do you figure out which of the matches are related to both you and each other. For example, you may have some of the DNA matches that are on a birth father's side and some who are on your birth mother's side. How do you figure out which are connected to whom, which are on one side and which are on the other, and how can that help you figure out where you fit in the family? These are some simple steps that can help. Okay, these are the DNA matches of client Jack Jones. Again, his name has been changed and we have his permission. You can see he had his top match besides his son is there's a Frank Needham, a Randy Hopkins, Tony Smith, John Jensen, and Carla Monroe. And you can see here the amount of centimorgans that they share with Jack, and that some of them have attached trees, which is so helpful. DNA clustering, there is the leads method. You can Google that. If after this video you still feel confused about how to do it, you can look up the leads method. There are lots of videos on the leads method of clustering. Basically, simplified, what it involves is you get on and look at your DNA matches. You want to go down to someone who's not a close relative. Why? Well, a close relative, let's say it's your daughter. Your daughter will have DNA from both sides of the family, your birth father and your birth mother. If one of your matches is a very close match, they may have matches from two different branches of your family, and you want to start out trying to kind of separate the family lines a little bit. So if you go down to someone between, let's say, 100 and 200 centimorgans, you're going to go to the right and click that plus sign. And after you click that plus sign next to their name, you'll have the option to create a custom group. And you can give that group any name. It can just be the orange group. You can select the orange color. You can pick any color for that group that you want, and you can give it a name. Let's say you don't have any idea who DNA match ET is yet. You can just put her name, and then you'll find out which matches are related to both you and her. But give the group a name and a color. So once you fill out that section, you will then click on, now you can see we assigned ET yellow. There's a yellow dot in there now where there wasn't before. Now you're going to click on ET's name. Clicking on ET's name will pull up this page. You and ET. Sorry, that sounds like, ET the extraterrestrial, but that's just her initials. All right, so you see that she has that yellow dot underneath here. It says you and ET, it has these circles. Sorry, that keeps moving. You want to click shared matches. And after you click shared matches, this screen will open. And these are all of the people who share DNA with both you and ET. So now what you want to do is you want to color code them yellow as well to help identify which matches are on that side of the family. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to here and you're going to click the square next to the yellow dots because these are the people who match with ET. Let's say her name is Elizabeth Thomas, something like that. So you'll click this box here, and then you're going to come down and click the boxes of all of these people who share DNA with you and ET. And so right here, you're going to click here. Once you click, sorry, that keeps moving. Good grief. All right, let's get that fixed. All right, once you click here and that changes color, sorry about that. One of those people was in twice, and so we tried to fix that. Okay, so there in the yellow box, that's where you're going to go and click all of those people. And you want to do that, and you want to make sure that this yellow dot is selected, and then click add to group. Then all of these people will be added to that yellow group, and you will be able to easily see as you scroll down through your DNA matches which of those yellow dots who they are. And once you look at their trees, you will likely start noticing a trend of some surnames, and then you can go back and change that group to that surname. And so that will help you know where to look for matching lineages in the trees. You know the yellow dots are all related. So once you start seeing a line pop up over and over, you'll say, oh, that line is probably one of the lines of my family. And you can focus in on that line and figure out how those people are related to each other. Extend the trees that they have, extend their pedigrees until you find common ancestors and where do they all connect, and that you can start making a chart based on those connections. You'll see here when we did this with all of Jack Jones' matches that his son, pink, we used to denote anyone on the birth mother's side. And then the yellow and green represent two sides of the birth father's side. So you'll see that this person here, his son matched on the birth father's side and on the side of both paternal grandparents. Randy Hopkins was on one side, which turned out to be the adoptee's grandfather's side, and this yellow dots were the adoptee's grandmother's side. Then again, this pink is the birth mother's side. And you see these now this is what the DNA looks like after it's been color coded. And so if you're trying to figure out the surname the yellow dots represent, you look at all of those trees, you click on any of these trees and open them, and you can start seeing how they connect. So here's an example of how that is done. Oh, actually, you know what? We're out of time. We're going to do that in the next video. So the next video is how you use this information to chart. So a recap from this video, this short video that we just did. All right, you're going to look at your DNA matches. You're going to click and assign someone a color. After you click and assign, you want to do it someone between 100 and 250 centimorgans. So we started with ET, because she had 174 shared centimorgans. We assigned her the color yellow, and then we clicked on her name, which opened a new page, and it says U and ET, and we clicked shared matches, which showed all the matches that Jack, the client, shared with both ET and others. So all of these people that popped up here are related to each other on one of the family lines, and we clicked here, and we clicked over here to assign them that same yellow color, and we clicked add to group. And so after all of these dots were clicked, then we went back and clicked that yellow and clicked add to group. Now, after that was done, this is what the DNA looks like in Ancestry. It's all color coded, pink for the mother's side, and which we already knew at this point, and yellow and green for the birth father's, two sides of the birth father's family. So we hope this is helpful, knowing how to begin color coding your DNA. You can watch this a few more times to make sure you have the steps down, and you can also Google and watch YouTube videos about the leads method. Clustering your DNA helps you chart it. It's easier to look at one group at a time of people who are related to each other and chart them and then figure out how they all fit. Analyzing DNA is like putting together a big puzzle. It's so much fun. It can help you find the answers. Thanks. Again, our company is Origins.